So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another Way of the Hunter video. Now in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now I'd heard that other people had been doing this and trying this and actually had success with it, so I finally decided it was my turn to come out here and actually try it out. And that is to drop animals with a 22LR brain shot. Now I decided that I was going to try and find some rare does for this experiment, as shooting them in the head is really not going to matter very much. It's not going to ruin a trophy or anything. So I ended up going and finding a few rare does to actually test this on. And we're starting off with this absolutely gorgeous young albino white-tailed doe. And she is absolutely beautiful. Coming in there to the grunt call, and we are just going to take her with a 22 shot to the head and see how it actually works out. Now unfortunately here the terrain kind of screwed me over and I couldn't actually be led down and then actually use the gun correctly, so I had to actually stand up to be able to take the shot. But that meant that she actually flagged, which looked quite cool, but managed to get a very nice clear shot at her head there, and she drops instantly from that shot. So that was clearly a very nice brain shot, and I was actually really impressed that the 22 managed to do that. And she is just absolutely gorgeous. I really love the rares in this game. I think they're really beautiful. I do think there could be some slight differences made to them, including giving them pink hooves, because obviously they have the black hooves still, but I do think they're really beautiful. But taking a look at that shot, and you can see we have some quite impressive penetration from the 22 Stinger here. It goes straight through that brain, and I was actually super impressed with that. It's got a lot more power than I thought it would have. Like, that's gone straight through the entire brain there. So I'm curious how much I can actually do with this 22 and what other shots I could potentially take, because I'm wondering maybe I could go for neck shots with the 22 and maybe drop things. There's a lot of experimentation that this makes me want to do, because to me that's quite impressive for a 22 to get that kind of penetration going through the skull and then all the way through the brain like that. I'm super impressed, and I absolutely love the X-ray view on this game. The harvest screen X-ray view is so well done. The bone detail, the skeletal detail is just absolutely fantastic. Now taking a look at the overview, so obviously she is just a young female and there's going to be no trophy for that, and it was interesting that it does still give me the option to taxidermy her. Now as far as I know, if you shoot male animals in the head, it's wasted the trophy and you can't actually taxidermy them, so I found that quite interesting. Now moving on to the next animal, and she sticks out like a sore thumb in this group of whitetail. We have an adult albino whitetail though, and it was amazing to me just how much she really sticks out. The group consisted of mainly young animals and adult animals, so mainly animals with a more brown coat. There was no sort of really grey matures, and that just made her stand out even more. Now once again I called her in with the grunt call, and once again we're going to use the 22 Stinger to try and get a brain shot on her. And once again she's just gorgeous, like a ghost walking through the grass there. Absolutely stunning. Just such a gorgeous animal. I absolutely love them. They're so pretty. And what I'm going to do here is just wait for her to stand still so that I can get a nice clear shot at her head. And there you go, she stands still and gives me a perfect opportunity, and she absolutely drops like a stone to that shot. And once again, super impressed. Now obviously I knew what this gun was actually capable of with a brain shot like that, but still it was impressive to see an animal just drop like that. And I think the animation for it was absolutely fantastic as well. Now I swear that the adult is actually more white and bright in colour than the young one was, and that is something that I've heard, is that the albino animals as they actually age do get sort of lighter in colour, as if they were going grey, like some of the normal animals with the normal fur variants. So I find that really interesting, and of course the huge blood splatter, and once again perfect brain shot going all the way through that brain and just absolutely dropping her on the spot. That is just so impressive to me that a 22 can actually do that. And yeah, I'm super happy with that result. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I think this actually might be a fun way to drop future rare does, just because it's a little bit fun, a little bit more challenging, and you have to be a bit more precise with your shot, trying to go for the brain shots. Although skull shots in this game are fatal, but if you want to actually go for a proper brain shot like I'm going for here, then you do have to be a little bit more precise. And I do enjoy trying to make really precise shots. I do enjoy the challenge of that. And as you can see, like I said, just straight through that brain again. And as you can see, once again, we have an instant kill shot on an adult female albino whitetail doe. And obviously no trophy rating, again, because it is a female, but you can see there the option to taxidermy her is still available, which I just found really, really interesting, because like I said, with males, every time I've shot a male animal in the head, the option to taxidermy it is gone, so I thought that that was really interesting. And moving on to the final rare animal in this video that we are going to take with a 22 headshot, we have a melanistic mule deer doe. Now this one didn't want to cooperate to start off with, she was being very tricky about coming into the call, but finally she came in and gave me a perfect, clean opportunity at a brain shot, and once again managed to drop her on the spot, and just again, that huge red blood splatter. It's different to if you make a lung shot, it's not bright pink blood, obviously it's got no bubbles, but that's still just a huge amount of blood, and I think that it's quite an impressive looking scene when they drop like that. I really enjoy making drop shots on animals in any hunting game, it just feels more satisfying, but something about that and the animations of where they just drop like a stone, I thought it was actually really nice. I don't make a whole lot of drop shots in this game unless it's heart shots, so it felt like it was just a little bit different to see it from this angle, so that was pretty cool. And once again, even with the mule deer, just straight through, and you can see they're just rewinding the bullet camera and it just goes all the way through that brain, which is just exactly what you're looking for if you're going to go for stuff like this. And I think it's just interesting that you can do stuff like this in this game. I like being able to do things that are perhaps a little bit different and not exactly what you're meant to do. I always enjoy those kind of things. And like I said, it makes for a fun challenge to actually do. And I'm curious, like I said, how much more and what other kind of shots I could go with the 22, and maybe get fatal shots on animals that are a bit bigger than what it's intended for. But that'll be something to test in the future. Right now we have a female, adult, absolutely beautiful melanistic doe with an instant kill shot to the brain. Just absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be more happy with how this little experiment went. To get a few rares was really, really nice, and it just went perfectly. I didn't expect the 22 to do as well as it actually did, and I'm super impressed with that. And like I said, I think it could be a fun way to take out any potential future female rares. Just something a little bit different and something a little bit more challenging. But that is going to be it for this video, so I really hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Like I said, just something a little bit different this time. I just wanted to try it out as I'd seen it been done a couple of times, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I got some beautiful animals along the way. So thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.